Today, we will move on to the introduction of Web HMI and SCADA. Web HMI is also known as FPAD series. Let's get started to see the spec of FPAD. First part is FPAD hardware. In this matrix, we have FPAD 7 and FPAD 9 series. FPAD 7 is based on the ARM architecture, and FPAD 9 is based on x86. You can see in this matrix, the FPAD 9 series has higher performance and high price. And different with the FPAD 7, FPAD 9 series also have a control box product. It only the control part without the display, but you can also connect it to an external display. So this is a detailed spec of these products. As you can see in these specifications, the FPAD 7 and FPAD 9, both of them supports Wi-Fi connection. You can use a Wi-Fi network card to plug into the FPAD USB port, then access the internet by Wi-Fi, but 4G is not supported. Next is the software features. We can see the on-site efficiency enhancement, performance upgrade, development burden reduction, and system integration by using the FPAD. The performance of FPAD is first one is you can add you can add 500 plus screen in one project, and you can bind more than 400 variables in a single page, and you can import more than 500,000 PLC texts into the project, and the alarm entries can be up to 10,000, and the data samples we can collect 200 data per second, and maximum storage space is up to 128. FPAD also supports object-oriented engineering development. Object-oriented programming, modular and rapid constructions of projects. Applications are decoupled from hardware, allowing for easy reuse in different projects. Reference OPC Unit Information Model Design. Engineering development is more efficient and equipment docking is more convenient. Here you can see this is a component in the FPAD called Object View. You can use Object View to copy one template to N. Then you can reuse this template and develop more quickly. This is integrated development, allows PLC and HMI to be configured, programmed, and debugged in the same project environment without switching between different software platforms. Because both FPAD and FC5 is developed in FStudio Unified platform, so there is no mapping required, and you can use the real-time data exchange through direct access. HMI can directly read or write the data address inside the PLC, thereby achieving real-time synchronous update of data and improving the system's response speed and control accuracy. And for FPAD, it can also connect the mainstream PLC brands on the market. You can, for example, you can import the Siemens text by importing the AP file, and you can use this text in the project. Next is calculated variables. For variables, you can do some basic calculate operations and convenient debugging and maintenance. When it comes to calculation tasks such as complex formulas, conversion functions, or engineering unit conversions, placing these logics in calculation variables makes it more convenient to modify or just calculation rules later, which is benefit to the project development. And there is no need to program, but just use easy configuration. Next is local programming. That is, you can add when you choose a button, you can select the interaction events to write a variable or to read a variable's value. It's easy to configure. No need to use the complicated programs, and we can also support the easy method. You can do some simple calculation, or for the data analysis, you can get the maximum data, minimum data. Here is a Python script to solve the difficult problems in programs. For example, if you want to connect to the third-party database, you can use data talking. There are many templates in this software, and do some basic data analysis and business logic. You can view the OEE and MES and ERP systems data. And for edge computing is to use a Python script. We integrate Python in the App Studio. Here are some other features to help you to shorten the HMI project development cycle. You can use multi-copies to copy the one component to many other, to copy many components, same components, and project text. When you convert the project language from Chinese to English or English to Chinese, you can use a text library for easily conversion. And the operation log, copy across project, and data model, alarm import and export. For the why we call the FPAD as web HMI is the function. The reason is FPAD project can be accessed by the browser. You can input the FPAD IP and port to access the project in the FPAD hardware. And here are some features of this. Direct browser access, no device restrictions. You can access the project by tablet, browser, or mobile. And high definition and delicate supports 3D models and mobile debugging. You can view the data on your mobile and edit these values. 4K large screen display. You can use multi-client to access projects and debug at the same time. Here is the HDMI to connect to the external display for the CPU001. And we also support electronic signature for the data security and operation security. And multiple rules, alarm monitoring trends, and alarm static analysis. All of these functions we will introduce in later videos. And receive functions and quick filtering, export, file transfer, and PDF browser. Connect the peripherals like barcode scanner and RFID card or camera. We also develop a runtime debugging tool. When you take offline simulation, you can use this tool to check the value of these different variables. And business integration. You can FPAD can directly obtain and display the real-time data from MES or ERP system, ensuring that operators can see the latest and most accurate production information, such as order status, material consumption, equipment operating status, etc. Data group and support increase, delete, change, check, and other common database editing functions, and the remote database. Northbound data service, we support the Modbus protocol, MQTT, and OPC UA. So you can connect the FPAD to many different platforms and many other devices. Now we start to introduce the SCADA software. SCADA is a software unlike the FPAD. FPAD is a hardware. So you need to install the SCADA runtime in your computer or IPC to run the SCADA project. For the FlexSCADA, it combines the IT thinking and the latest technological trends. And the designs and develops the underlying software architecture with an innovative perspective. And it has many advantages such as modular development, visual operation, flexible deployment, and monitoring. It likes the integration of OT and IT. Here is the FlexSCADA overview architecture. As you can see, from the data connection and data processing, also you can connect to client application and IT integration. The FlexSCADA is same as FPAD. It can be connected to many other devices like Siemens, Omron, Innovance, Schneider, ABB, Mitsubishi, Beckhoff, and we support up to 400 protocols. And once we get data from the low side device, it will do the data process, time series data or relation database. Firstly, this data will store in the FPAD and they will do the data statics. Then this data will display in the SCADA screen, and you can see the real-time data and analysis data. For the client application, you can the client application means that you can monitor and edit the data on the SCADA screen, and you can see the historical data, alarm, and the data analysis, receipt, and OEE charts. You can also save this data to the third-party platform or other database, or to send this data to MES system or ERP system by MQTT or OPC-UA. For FlexSCADA, this project also can be accessed by the web browser or the mobile or tablet. The SCADA implementation process first you need to develop the project in the FStudio Unified. It is an integration platform for the PLC, web, FPAD, and FlexSCADA. And second, you need to download the FlexSCADA runtime. Install this runtime in PCI, PC, or server. And to trial for this trial is for 30 days. And project deploy, you need to download the developed project by input the computer or IPC IP and download the SCADA project to the SCADA runtime. And if you want to activate the SCADA runtime, you need to contact our salesperson to purchase the license. And if you change your computer or IPC, you can contact us to rebind the license to other PC. And the fifth step is on-site implementation, on-site wiring and networking to connect to other devices. And official use, for some clerk, you can see this, or other engineer, you can see the SCADA screen in their office. And this is the highlights of FlexSCADA. You can convert the FPAD project to the FlexSCADA, and the FlexSCADA is based on the browser and server architecture and automated engineering. We're using the object-oriented programming concept and allows users to develop engineering scripts in a modular and highly reusable way. And OT and IT integration. For OT engineering, they needn't have much knowledge of IT, so they can just configure the to do some easy configuration to realize your project. And we also enable the Python scripting. You can realize some advanced functions by Python, for example, for the data docking and connected to the third-party database, or if you want to access the other the external website, you can also use if you want to catch the data from external website, you can also use Python to accomplish. And modern user interface, the user face is more elegant. Cross-platform deployment means that we have both Windows and Linux environments, and unlimited data access. If you purchase the license, you can get unlimited data, unlimited text, and you can use add many screens in this FlexSCADA project. We also support the report designer. This function is not included in FPAD. And customizable component, you can customize your own functional components to solve difficult to standardized field requirements. And more plant intelligence options available like OEE and process management and calendar. Guarantee of the system security. When it is a local area network or a public network deployment, SCADA can ensure the security of data, security of the customer's data. The benefit of the FlexSCADA architecture advantage is based on the BS architecture and chart analysis. Integrated BI presentation tools. It can show the data intuitive and clearly. Hardware advantage. We will support total solution and open-end IT integration, and we integrate a Python script. Here is the comparison between the FlexSCADA and the traditional SCADA. And FlexSCADA is connected to the is support API to connect to the MES, ERP, and other systems, and also support to push data to other platforms by OPC or MQTT, and lower side connection by some mainstream protocols like Modbus and the IoT protocol data. You can use MQTT to push the data to our cloud platform and some other database connection. FlexSCADA has powerful and data processing and reporting. We integrated some basic calculations. No need to program and do some static analysis by chart designer or flexible report configuration. You can export the OEE data, or you can use a report designer to send the daily report to your email. After the generation introduction about FPAD after FlexSCADA, now let's move to how to develop the project in FStudio Unified software. Firstly, we can open FStudio Unified and click New Project. Here we choose the HMI project. We can choose FPAD 9 or FlexSCADA. Firstly, we can choose FlexSCADA software or FlexSCADA project and confirm. Now here we can see there is a project tree on the left side, and the first step when they create a project is that we need to connect it to other device. You can click on New Channel and choose the channel type Ethernet or serial port. And vendor, you can choose Flexem or others. And drive protocol, MQTT, and others. Here is the IP address and support and port. Confirm. And then to create the variables, you have to click on the new variable to add the variable. Here is the name of this variable and the display name. The difference of them is when you bind this variable to a component, you will see the display name, not the name. Here you can see, now I add a new variable. The data type is int. So we can turn to the view page and add a new page. Change the page name. Also, you can see the template, the background template, and confirm. Add a component. Here we can choose the numeric input. Click on the property to bind the data of this. Here you can see this name is variable1, not tag1. Here, then confirm. Also, you can choose set the limit of these variables. Here you can see, and do some appearance customization and size, position, and keyboard. You can choose use keyboard or not use keyboard. And next is here are some difference about the FlexSCADA project and the FPAD project. Here you can see we have the chart designer in the App Studio in the SCADA project, but when I change this, here we can change the deployment types. Change this project to the FPAD 9 series. Here you can see the difference between SCADA and FPAD. The new employment won't support variable historical data statics, and the maximum number of web remote clients will be reduced to 10, and the number of driver types will be reduced to 3 in new employment. And the FPAD doesn't support chart designer and won't support customer chart. Won't support HTTP server or web view function. Web view function is in the here components. We have a web view. Oh, here, web view function that you can input the URL of external website, then access, then to see this the content of this website. And back to the deployment change. The operating status diagram and the 3D view and the custom union chart, all of them are not supported. And confirm. Here you can see the chart designer disappeared, but you need to change the name of this. Okay, that's all for the rough start of the project development. In the next few videos, we will dive into introducing the functions of FlexSCADA and FPAD. For example, object view and repeater usage, and the historical data storage, and the web access of the FPAD project, and many other fundamental functions. Thanks for your watching. See you in next videos.